we feel welcome. So, and everybody respects that. Thank you very much. I would like from the bottom of my heart to take time to listen to people in Jammu Kashmir. Thank you very much. First, thank you very much. Of course, we cannot start any event, any activity praising the Almighty. Let's start to please.
Ya Rasulallah wa sallam alayka ya Habib Huzur انتظام ہو جائے حضور ایسا کوئی انتظام ہو جائے حضور ایسا کوئی انتظام ہو سلام کے لیے حاضر غلام ہو جائے حضور آپ جو سن لیں تو بات بنے حضور آپ جو کہہ دیں تو کام ہو جائے سلام کے لیے حاضر غلام ہو جائے
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Wish I had a voice like that. Wish I had a voice like that. I would like to call now two of my youngster cousins on the stage because the blessed. Yes, you need me for something? Okay, I'll continue. I'm not finding my page. Stay with me. Thank you. Okay, I would love to call on stage two young guns who would love to share 10 of the beautiful hadiths in 3 languages, in Urdu, in Arabic, and in Dutch. I would like to call on stage Ali Raza and Asad Raza. Big hands for the young boys to have the courage to come on stage in front of these people. Thank you very much. Also, I would like to ask, they are the 2 of the youngest and the brightest students of the new mosque we started in Kortrijk, brighter than me, alhamdulillah. So, Bismillah, my brothers, it's all yours.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, As-salamu qabla al-kalam. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ne farmaya, guftgoo karne se pehle salam karo.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam heeft gezegd, maak een begroeting alvorens ze spreken.
Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ad-deen wa nasiha. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ne farmaya, deen khair khwahi hai.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam heeft gezegd, religie is om goed advies te geven.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الطهور شطر الإيمان. رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے فرمایا صفائی ایمان کا حصہ ہے.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam heeft gezegd, zuivering is een deel van het geloof.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الصلاة نور المؤمن. رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے فرمایا نماز مومن کا نور ہے.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam heeft gezegd, bidden is het licht van een gelovige.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الصوم جنة. رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے فرمایا روزہ ڈال ہے.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam heeft gezegd, vasten is een schild.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أحب البلاد إلى الله مساجدها. रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया, अल्लाह के नज़दीक बेहतरीन जगह मस्जिदें हैं.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam heeft gezegd, de meest geliefde plaatsen voor Allah zijn de moskeeën.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم अबगदुल बिलादी इलल्लाहि अस्वाक़हा. रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया, अल्लाह के नज़दीक बदतरीन जगह बाजार हैं.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam heeft gezegd, de meest gehate plaatsen voor Allah zijn de markten.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يحل لمسلم أن يغوي مسلما. रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया, एक मुसलमान के लिए जायज़ नहीं कि वो किसी मुसलमान को डराए.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam heeft gezegd, een moslim mag geen andere moslim afschrikken.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تقبل صلاة بغير طهور. रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया, नमाज वुज़ू के बगैर नहीं होती.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam heeft gezegd, gebed wordt niet zonder wuzu aanvaard.
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم المسلم अकुल मुस्लिम. रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया, मुसलमान मुसलमान का भाई है.
De profeet Mohammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam heeft gezegd, alle moslims zijn elkaars broers. Dank u wel om te luisteren.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. You know, it takes a lot of courage at this age to stand on stage and talk in front of such a people. So I would like to have another hand for the boys so they keep going like this and they never be shy. Keep going strong, inshallah. Right now I would like to call the guests of honor, the guys, the people, the seniors who will enlighten our knowledge, including mine, including yours. Right now, first of all, I would like to call my friend Andy, you love to in English, yeah? Andy Vermoot, human rights activist from Belgium, from Dexmude. From Dexmude. Andy, please come on stage. Hands for Andy. The next, people will say it's politics, but it's not, but he's on the next on the list. I would like to call my beautiful father on stage, Mr. Haji Mushtaq Saab, please come on stage. I forgot to mention he is the leader, the president of the Belgium segment of JKLF. So for many years, it's not because this is my father, it's because this person, you know, we don't say it that much. We men, we don't say it that much. But this person has enlightened me and now has empowered me to not believe who we are, to not believe what the other people tell us to believe. We have to do our own homework, find our roots and fight for the roots. Thank you, Abadi. Thank you very much for that. Second person, the third person, I would like to call my younger brother from Sudan, Bilal, where are you? Bilal, come on stage. Hands for Bilal. U mag je niet aan, of ben je niet mogen? Ah ja, oké. Assalamu alaikum. Welkom broeder. Bismillah, zet u maar. We have now one of the seniors of this group, this family. It's not just a political party or a movement, because right now we are a family of humans who believe in human rights in every corner of the world and in every religion, because every religion from the beginning gives us the lesson of peace and love thy neighbor. However you turn it or move it, we have to love each other. This is Mr. Tanveer Chaudhary, the head of Europe Zone, straight coming from Finland to enlighten our knowledge. Thank you, Tanveer Saab from Finland. Welcome, thank you. You know, even if Brexit happens, we still should love our brothers from England. That should not stop us from loving. Love goes overseas, you know. So for this, I would love to call one of our senior members of JKLF from UK, Bolton. Shakil Jalal Saab, please come to stage. Welcome. My love is beyond Brexit, don't worry. Please have a seat, please. Right now, I would like, there's one seat left. I'm a bit tired, but I cannot sit down, so I'd like to call my big brother, Masood Mir Saab, who's one of the senior members of JKLF from Antwerp. And I love your suit, brother. Hands for Masood Mir Saab. Thank you. Welcome. Please have a seat. Let me find my page. Bear with me. Thank you. I know I can be boring. Thank you very much. Now we should go to the president of JKLF Belgium, to Haji Mushtaq Saab, who will enlighten some of our knowledge. Please bear with me. Like I said, this event is mostly in English, but there are some people who can speak better in their own native language. And because we are all from different backgrounds, we understand it, of course. I'd like to call Mr. Haji Mushtaq Saab on stage, please, and enlighten our knowledge in the language you like, the native language. Mr. Haji Mushtaq Saab, hands please. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. सीखां उत्ते मक्खन पकावना डैडा औखा कम है, बचड़े दे के दीन बचाना सखी हुसैन दा कम है। फानूस बन कर जिसकी हिफाजत हवा करे, वो शमा क्या बुझे जिसकी हिफाजत खुदा करे। मेरे मोहतरम बुजुर्गों, दोस्तों और मुअज़्ज़ज़ ख़वातीन, अस्सलामु अलैकुम। मेरा भी एक अरसे से शौक़ था कि मैं भी स्टेज पर अपना मा फिज़ ज़मीर बयान करूं, लेकिन चंद वजूहात की वजह से बना पर मुमकिन ना हो सका। मगर आज के बाद इंशाअल्लाह कुछ न कुछ अपनी कोशिश के साथ अब तक अपना पैगाम पहुँचाऊँगा। तो मैं अपनी गुफ्तगू का आगाज़ इन अशार से करता हूँ। खूने जिगर दे के निखारेंगे रुख बरगे गुलाब, हमने गुलशन की तफ़्फ़ुज़ की कसम खाई हुई है। जाने क्यों दबाई जा रही है कश्मीर की आवाज़, मैं पूछता हूँ कहाँ उठाई जा रही है कश्मीर की आवाज़। आगे बढ़ो साथ दो सरफरोशों का, जाओ वहाँ जान लगाई जा रही है कश्मीर की आवाज़। हम क्यों नहीं सुन रहे पा रहे आमर, ये जो आ रही है कश्मीर की आवाज़। आज अमानुल्लाह खान की सालाना बरसी के मौके पर मैं ज़्यादा कुछ तो अर्ज़ नहीं कर सकूँगा, मगर कायदे तारीख़ अमानुल्लाह खान के बारे में और इस तारीख़ में मैं कब और किस तरह शामिल हुआ बयान करता हूँ। तहरीक जम्मू कश्मीर लिबरेशन फ्रंट की बुनियाद 1976 में अमानुल्लाह खान साहब ने रखी, लेकिन अमानुल्लाह खान साहब ने अपनी जदोजहद का आगाज़ 1963 में कर दिया था। अमानुल्लाह खान साहब ने 4 मरतबा कश्मीर को तकसीम करने वाली लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल तोड़ने की कॉल दी। अमानुल्लाह खान साहब कायदे तारीख़ होने के साथ साथ एक बेहतरीन सहाफ़ी, मुसन्नफ़ और शायर भी थे। उनको मुख्तलिफ़ कश्मीरी ज़बानों के अलावा अंग्रेज़ी पर भी महारत हासिल थी। वो एक अजीम दानश्वर लीडर थे। अमानुल्लाह खान जम्मू कश्मीर को खुद मुख्तार जमहूरी और सेकुलर रियासत के तौर पर देखना चाहते थे। अमानुल्लाह खान कश्मीरियों की आवाज़ थे। वो अपने कश्मीरियों से और कश्मीरी उनसे बहुत मोहब्बत करते थे। वो ख़ुद कश्मीर की आवाज़ बुलंद करने के लिए न्यूयॉर्क में वाजपेयी की आमद पर पुरअमन एहतजाज करते हुए गिरफ्तार हुए। यहाँ हमारे मुल्क बेल्जियम ब्रसेल में भी अपने कश्मीर की बात करने पर गिरफ्तार किए गए। चंद काफ़ी जुमले कायदे तारीख़ अमानुल्लाह खान साहब के बारे में सुनने के बाद मैं आपको बताऊं कि मैं 1984 में इस तारीख़ का हिस्सा बना, जबकि चैनल 4 का एक प्रोग्राम फॉरम 84 पर कायद तारीख अमानुल्लाह खान, एम्बेसडर ऑफ पाकिस्तान और एम्बेसडर ऑफ इंडिया और कुछ दीगर लोग थे। वहाँ कायद तारीख ने ये सवाल किया कि जम्मू कश्मीर एक खुद मुख्तार हैसियत से क्यों नहीं रह सकता। उनका ये सवाल करना मेरे दिल को छू गया और मैंने उस दिन से इसी सवाल को अपना नारा और मिशन बना लिया। और मैं अपनी हैसियत से आप सबको भी अपील करता हूँ कि इसी मिशन और नारे को हमेशा अपनी ज़िंदगी में बुलंद करते रहें। हमारी आवाज़ अगरचे दबाई गई है और दबाई जा रही है, मगर वो दिन दूर नहीं कि पूरी दुनिया में हमारी आवाज़ को सुनेगी, कि पूरी दुनिया हमारी आवाज़ को सुनेगी और हमें एक खुद मुख्तार कश्मीर बनाने का मौका मिलेगा और हम भी दूसरी कौमों की तरह अपने वतन कश्मीर वादी जन्नत नज़ीर में सुकून और अमन के साथ ज़िंदगी गुजारेंगे। इंशाअल्लाह कश्मीर बनेगा खुद मुख्तार। मेरी अल्लाह ताला से दुआ है कि हमारे मिशन में हमें कामयाब फरमाए और वो दिन जो हम ना देख सके लेकिन हमारी आने वाली नस्लें देखें और अमन के साथ ज़िंदगी गुजारें। आमीन सुम आमीन वमा अला बलागल आमीन।
Thank you very much. I have to add one little detail for the people that did not understand. This is probably one of the first times that my father have done a speech. So one more hand for my father. Thank you very much. Right now, I have a beautiful young brother of mine sitting there, Bilal from Sudan. He will share something with you all. Bilal, come to stage, please. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum, broeders. Ik hoop dat alles... En zusters. Ik hoop dat alles goed gaat met jullie. Waarom ik vandaag hier sta, is eigenlijk om de onmenselijkheid mee te delen wat er in Sudan momenteel gebeurt. Ik zal het vooral in het Nederlands doen. En ja, in Sudan, Sudan is een groot land, heeft een groot geschiedenis. Niet lang geleden, ongeveer 3 jaar geleden, zijn er troepen bestaan. Dat zijn eigenlijk echt gewoon boeren die hun wapens kregen van het buitenland en die ons land komen verpesten. En er worden mensen verkracht, er gaan kinderen dood, er bestaan kindsoldaten. Ik ken broeders van mij waar ik mee op school zat, waar ik echt goede jeugd mee heb gehad. Waar ik goede jeugd mee heb gehad die nu in het leger zijn, terwijl die jongens de kans niet kregen om naar school te gaan en eigenlijk hun leven verder te leven. Ik hoop dat wij dat niet door de vingers laten zien. En als je iets mee kan delen op sociale media of een steun kan meegeven, ook aan onze mensen in Palestina. Ik hoop dat jullie allemaal begrepen dat het heel erg is. Ik zou zeggen, dankjewel dat jullie hier zijn. En ja, het was heel kort, maar toch bedankt.
Thank you very much, Bilal, en de taal dat jij hebt gebruikt. Merci, Motje, voor op podium te komen. Nog een keer harde klap voor Bilal. Dankjewel, Bilal. Dankjewel. Mashallah, mashallah. Right now, let's go on with the program because we've been a bit delayed, but better late than never, you know, that's what they say. And right now, we'll call on stage the hero of Antwerp, Mr. Masoud Mir, who will address you all in English. So for everybody else who can a little bit understand it. Masoud Mir Saab, thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today I have been given an opportunity to speak in English. Anyway, my English is not so good, but I will try my best to share some words. Today we are here again in Kortrijk because of this person who is in front of you. This is Amanullah Khan. Amanullah Khan is a history. If the historian will write the history of Kashmir, he will write the word of Amanullah Khan in golden words. This is the bottom line I would like to tell you. Mr. Amanullah Khan was born 24 of August 1934 in Astor. Astor is a place which is called Gilgit-Baltistan and being occupied by Pakistan. So, 1934, he was born in Astor and he started living there. Naturally, his family was living there. When he was 3 years old, his father died. So there were some family issues and they sent him to Kupwara, which is the other part of Kashmir, which is being occupied by India. So he started living in the Indian occupied Kashmir at that time. So in the meantime, Mr. Khan was a wonderful student. He started studying there, and when he started studying there, he was getting marks, he was getting good education there, and then suddenly there was a problem arose in Kashmir. In 1950, there was some political problems ongoing in both parts of Kashmir. But when he completed his matriculations in Indian occupied Kashmir, in the meantime, 1947 was happened. Two states came to power, India and Pakistan. When that happens, he was living there in the Indian part of Kashmir. And when the two states came to exist, but unfortunately his country was divided in two parts, one of them was occupied by India, which is known as Indian occupied Kashmir, the other part which is being occupied by Pakistan, which is known as Azad Kashmir, or we can say the Pakistani occupied Kashmir. So, at that time, Mr. Khan, who was a born politician, genuine freedom fighter, and ambassador of Kashmir, at that time he thought that if India and Pakistan can be two separate states, why not Kashmiris? At that time, when he was almost 14 or 15 years old, you can imagine the ambitions of a person who is the legendary leader of Kashmir. So, he started campaigning in the Indian occupied Kashmir, where he lives there in Kupwara. And he started campaigning that India and Pakistan should leave Kashmir. We need a Kashmir like an independent Kashmir. But at that time, there was a government, the Indian occupied Kashmir, that was a government run by the National Conference, and who believed that this part and the other part should be a part of India. But Mr. Khan has other ambitions. He started protesting there, rallying there, and telling the people that if you want to live in peace, then you should have your own country. But the agencies, the Indian occupied Kashmir, they thought that Mr. Khan is a problem and we have to solve this problem. So they catch him, they arrested him, they tortured him, then they pushed back him to Jammu and then Sialkot, this is Pakistani territory, and then pushed back him to Pakistani occupied Kashmir. So here starts another episode of freedom struggle. Mr. Khan came to Pakistani occupied Kashmir, where he met Maqbool Butt Shaheed. There is the guy. This guy is Maqbool Butt Shaheed, the founder of this movement. Maqbool Butt Shaheed, which was hanged by India on 11th of February 1984 in Delhi Tihar jail. So Mr. Khan and Mr. Maqbool Butt Shaheed started a campaign in the Pakistani occupied Kashmir that Kashmiris should be given a right to decide about their future. We want a free and independent state. So, in 1965, they formed an organization which is known as NLA, National Liberation Front, NLF. And they said that if you want to have an independent country, independent state, a good future for your kids. So we have to do something. So Mr. Maqbul Bhat Shahid and one of other colleague, Mr. Mir Ahmed, went to Indian occupied Kashmir and start a freedom struggle there. Unfortunately, Maqbul Bhat Shahid was arrested and Mr. Mir Ahmed also arrested. They were sent to the prison and the Indian government tell Mr. Maqbul Bhat Shahid that he will be hanged. So, Mr. Khan, Amanullah Khan, was in the Pakistani occupied Kashmir and he started railing against the decisions made by the Indians. But in the meantime, Maqbul Bhat Shahid escaped, break the prison from India and came back to Pakistani occupied Kashmir. And they again starting and organizing the ideology of Kashmir and raising the slogans in the Pakistani territory. But you know, Pakistanis, the Pakistani government, the agencies, most of them are the hypocrites. They always use the Kashmiris on all fronts. Because me, a student of politics, now know that if you believe yourself, if you are one single, you are dedicated, you can do something. But if you trust people like this, who claim to be your friends, don't trust them. This is the bottom line. Mr. Amanullah Khan and Maqbul Bhat Shahid never trust these people. They know them the first day. So Mr. Khan said to Maqbul Bhat that it is very important to organize people who will fight against the occupation. But Pakistani agencies, they again arrested Maqbul Bhat Shahid. They arrested Amanullah Khan. They kept them in the prisons. They tortured them. And they said, these people, they came from the Indian occupied Kashmir. They are Indian agents. Look, the hypocrisy. They are from Indian occupied Kashmir. They are freedom fighters. In my eyes, they are freedom fighters. But in their eyes, they are Indian agents. And from that day, Mr. Amanullah Khan was given 12 months prison in Gilgit-Baltistan. And Maqbul Bhat Shahid, his colleague, the warrior of this movement, 1968, he knows if he go back to Indian occupied Kashmir, the hanging evidence, the hanging order is there. He will be hanged. Because he was awarded a death penalty. Everybody knows. But this guy, he knows that if I go there, I will be hanged. But for the sake of our nation, he went back. He again started struggle, freedom struggle against the Indian occupation. Unfortunately, he was again arrested. And then they told the Kashmiri leadership, if you fight for your freedom, you will be hanged. But Maqbul Bhat Shahid said, freedom cost, every freedom cost lives. And he represented himself. He represented himself that I am ready to die, but I will not drop the slogan of freedom for independence for the Kashmir. So he was behind the jails. Unfortunately, 11 February 1984, Mr. Maqbul Bhat Shahid was hanged by India. But the struggle never stops. The struggle continues. Amanullah Khan, 1970, he went to United Kingdom because he was a well-educated army. He did his post-graduation in Pakistan. So he was a lawyer and mass communication. He was a journalist. So I'm telling you, this guy is not a normal man. He was a man of ideas. So he went to England and started campaigning for independent Kashmir, because there was a huge community of Kashmiris living in England, so it was not difficult for him to work. So 1977, he organized an organization which is known as JKLF, Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front. And he started organizing the branches of JKLF in whole Europe. And 1986, he came back to Pakistan and started again campaigning for the freedom of Kashmir. But now the situation was different. Pakistan was claiming that this part of Kashmir belongs to Pakistan, and they have imported some governments there in Pakistani occupied Kashmir. So now they have a ground to utilize these people against Amanullah Khan. But you know, the spirits are always high. If you have honest opinion about your nation, he again campaigning. He started campaigning in Kashmir, whole Kashmir, Pakistani occupied Kashmir, and there was a generation behind him. So he decided in 1992 that the line which has divided both Kashmiris, we will cross this line with thousands and thousands of people. And I personally believe I was part of that crossing when it was announced. I was a little boy at the time. And everybody think if you're going to cross that line of ceasefire line, you will be killed. So the Pakistani agencies, as their behavior, the hypocrite behavior, they says that you should not go and cross this line of control. Because we Kashmiri think that every day Kashmiris are dying. Why not, if thousands and thousands of people cross this line of control, there will be some solution. So Kashmiris in 1992 organized a historical march on 11th of February 1992, which I am proud of that part of that march. We lost 8 people by Pakistan. India didn't kill them. Pakistan killed them. I saw myself, my friends, with my arms. They were killed by the bullets of Pakistan. Nobody killed them. Pakistan killed them. And when we reached that spot that we have to cross this line of control, India started fighting there. We lost 3 companions there also. So the bottom line is this: India and Pakistan, when we talk about the freedom of Kashmir, when we talk the future of Kashmir, when we talk the independence of Kashmir, both of them on one page. They will never allow the Kashmiris to have their own country. But the struggle never stops. Mr. Khan is no more. But we are all Mr. Khan. We are his followers. My kids are there. If you ask them, who are you? 3 years kids will tell you I'm Kashmiri. So, I think this message which Maqbul Bhatt Shaheed gave us, Amanullah Khan gave us, they are no more here. But their message is conveyed. The people who are born here, raised here, they know who is Amanullah Khan, who is we have given them the opportunity, go and fight for their future. Inshallah. They will raise this voice, the voice of Kashmir, in all over the world, inshallah. One day, Kashmir will be free and independent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your emotions and your power. Even I am sweating of that. So, it's very warm because of this guy, very emotional, very powerful. But I think somewhere we all can understand if someone fighting for his identity, it's normal that you have to be emotional. Because you can love thy neighbor, you can love the human being next to you, but you cannot love someone at the cost of your identity. I am who I am, you are who you are. We, as a Kashmiris, we would like to be a bridge of peace between all the neighbors. When we say, or my colleagues say, or anybody says that we are against Pakistan or India, we are not against the lovely people of those countries. We are against the regiments. And I think we can all understand that, and in many countries the governments are corrupt and the people are loving people. They just want to have very lovely dinners and meetings with each other. But the rich people, if their politics don't work, if we will not fight, their elite, high-class lifestyle will not work. So that's why they put us against each other. We have to look behind. I'm going to quote some actor, normally I don't do that, but Denzel Washington said, if you watch the news, you're misinformed. If you don't watch the news, you're not informed. Which is a deep message that we should research on our own. In 2024, if we only watch TV, I think I am stupid. Because TV right now is propaganda machines to make you believe what they want. We should, if there is a barrier, we should move to the next person and talk, hey, look, when we bleed the same. Because religion, even in Arabic we say, I have my religion, you have yours. Only love for each other. For that, I'm just a presenter. I'm going to go to the next speaker. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you. Right now, I would like to call Manamot, my friend, my beautiful brother from Dexmede. For many years, I've seen him fight for human rights in every part of the world. Andy, Vermont, stage is yours. Thank you very much. Clap for Andy.
The same with you, my friends.
Thank you very much. I'll just take the mic one more time. Boys, if you could just move a little bit so the ladies can sit down, so you can just stand up and go to the other tables. So welcome ladies, you can sit down on those tables. Boys, be gentlemen, thank you. Claps for the gentlemen, thank you. Yes, yes. Andy, the stage is yours again. Thank you very much.
Kashmir, Chechuk, Mian Jigur. Good evening, my good friend Nakash Mushtaq. Always a big honor to meet you and to see you. Good evening, everyone. Global citizens of our beautiful world of multiple dimensions. Today, I stand before you not just as an advocate, but as a believer in the hopeful vision of a unified, peaceful Kashmir. It's a vision where Kashmir is not just a territory, but a home to freedom, justice, and unity for all its people. Let me say this, Kashmir, you have my heart. I'm Andy Vermouth, proud to serve you as the president of the Fundamental Rights Movement, Postversa, and to work alongside the International Alliance for the Defense of Rights and Freedoms, a group endorsed by the United Nations. It's an honor to be here. Though the road to these thoughts and to this stage has been long and filled with learning. Imagine a Kashmir where barriers dissolve, where people come together, not despite their differences, but because of them. I'm calling for a revolution. Yes, but a revolution rooted in non-violence, in dialogue, in the courageous peace that comes when we see past all our divisions. United we stand. In solidarity we wield. No challenge too great, no obstacle concealed. With unity as our guides and solidarity our shields, towards a united Kashmir, our destiny revealed. Just last week, the importance of this mission was recognized. And here today, as we recall the brief moment in 1947, when Kashmiris themselves took the reins of their lands, we are reminded of what is possible. Let's not allow religion or every external interests to divide us. Let unity and diversity drive us. The Kashmiris' peaceful call for unification inspires us all. And as a human rights organization, we support peaceful political solutions to achieve the vision of one Kashmir. History teaches us that Kashmir thrived as an independent beacon of progress and rich culture. And this reminds us painfully that the shadows of domination have only brought hardship and division. Kashmir, Chechuk, Mion Jigur. Kashmir, I love you. We're here today to reclaim this history, not to repeat it, to build on the foundation of unity, freedom and justice, to see a day when Kashmir is not marked by lines on a map, but by the bonds between its people. United we stand. In solidarity we wield. No challenge too great. No obstacle concealed. With unity as our guides and solidarity our shields. Towards a united Kashmir, our destiny revealed. Thank you, Kashmir, for your resilience. Thank you, Kashmir, for your beauty. I believe in a Kashmir where everyone can live in freedom, united and at peace with justice. And yesterday, I find myself in the second company of you, the people of Kashmir. And it's here, among you, that my heart speaks of dreams, deeply rooted in our shared longing for peace and justice. Kashmir, Chechuk, Mian, Jigur. I come before you as a humble servant of justice, an advocate for the silenced, working with the International Alliance for the Defense of Rights and Freedoms. Thank you for welcoming me into your midst. It's a profound privilege to stand with you in the shadow of the great mountains of great people and even greater hopes. I have a mission today, a mission Kashmir will rise up and live out through the meaning of its creeds. From the lush valleys of Srinagar to the serene heights of Gilgit, that all its sons and daughters will sit down together at the table of brotherhood. It is in Kashmir where voices called for justice. Yes, it's here in Kortrijk, or little Kashmir today, where the heart of our movement beats very strong. Let us remember, let no one be misled. The path we choose is not one of violence. We seek a revolution, not of arms, but of hearts and minds. A revolution that embraces the beauty of dialogue, the power of understanding, and the profound strength that comes from non-violent action. For too long, the beauty of Kashmir had been overshadowed by the clouds of conflicts. But today, we stand together, united in our diversity, to push back all these shadows. We reject any use of religion as a weapon, any action that divides us rather than unites. Kashmir che chuk mion jigur. Kashmir, I love you. United we stand. In solidarity we wield. No challenge too great, no obstacle concealed. With unity as our guides, our destiny revealed towards a united Kashmir. And so, let us march forwards with the fierce urgency of now to realize this unified Kashmir. Not tomorrow, not in some distant future, but now. Let us lift our voices in a chorus so powerful that the heavens will have no choice but to bend toward justice, to one Kashmir. To the young people of Kashmir, you are the dreamers, you are the architects of tomorrow. Do not be discouraged by the trials of today, for in your hands rests the power to shape a world of unity, freedom and justice, a Kashmir as one. Oh Kashmir, you have my commitment, my dedication for as long as I breathe. Today, we stand united, embracing this power, working tirelessly to break free from this evil oppression and forging a path towards a united Kashmir and a world where every minority strives to be one with the others. Together we rise, united in our quests for justice and equality, to overcome every obstacle in our paths. Together we are unstoppable, bound by our shared humanity and fueled by the spirits of resilience. With courage in our hearts and justice on our sides, we will not rest until every voice is heard and every minority is empowered in Kashmir. So let us march forward, knowing that together we can overcome everything. Today, we reaffirm this commitment to stand with the people of Kashmir and all their communities as we strive for a world where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. United, we stand. In solidarity, we wield. No challenge too great, no obstacle concealed. With unity as our guides and solidarity our shield. Towards a united Kashmir, our destiny revealed. Let us be the change, lightening the way to the future generations with our unwavering resolve and unwavering belief in this power of one Kashmir. Together, we will build a world where freedom reigns supreme, where every individual in Kashmir is valued and every culture is celebrated. So let us join hands, brothers and sisters, as we march towards this brighter, more inclusive future, leaving no one behind in the face of the adversity, in the face of the conflicts. Let us stand firm, knowing that our diversity is our strength, and our unity is our greatest weapon. Together, we will tear down walls and build bridges for all the communities in Kashmir, a one Kashmir, paving the way for a world where love triumphs over hate and compassion conquers all. Let us be these architects of change, shaping this world where justice prevails and equality flourishes, one where the mission of a united Kashmir becomes a reality. Today, we came together here in Kortrijk as one global family, bound by our shared humanity and our commitment to building a world where every person, regardless of their race or religion or background, can live in peace and prosperity with this dream of one Kashmir. So let's raise our voices louder than ever before, proclaiming our unwavering determination to build a future where this diversity is celebrated and this unity is cherished. Together, we will overcome, united in our pursuit of a world where justice, equality, and freedom reign supreme. United we stand. In solidarity we wield. No challenge too great, no obstacle concealed. With unity as our guides and solidarity our shields towards a united Kashmir, our destiny revealed. Kashmir Chechuk, Mian, Jigur, Kashmir, ik hou van jou. Kashmir, I love you.
Thank you, that's fine, thank you. Can I have my pen? Yeah, thank you. You know, the most stolen object in the world is pens and lighters, so I just want my pen back. So thank you for that. Andy, I knew you were a human rights activist and you spoke on many occasions. I've seen you a few times, but you've gone level up, my brother. I do like that. Sorry, somebody's calling me. Let me check if it's important or not. 1 second, sorry. Oui, Bogos. Oui, dis-moi, mon frère. Je vais... Si tu es à la porte, je vois quelqu'un dehors. Il n'y a pas de problème. Mohamed, ga je naar buiten? Er staat iemand aan de deur. Alsjeblieft. Je t'envoie un Bogos, ok? Il arrive là. Ok, merci beaucoup. It's a brother, he's coming. He's late, but he's here. He came all the way from Antwerp to join us on this day. Andy, once again, I want to congratulate you because, like I just mentioned before, I've seen you speak on many occasions, but you're one of the persons I do look up to because, like I mentioned earlier, you have to do your own research in life. And Andy, whenever I said something, you know, Andy, he said, wait, maybe this is your point of view. Maybe this is your vision. So Andy, he did research, and then he said, okay, maybe you have some slight truth in it. So Andy has learned the truth by himself. He did research. Thank you. Hands up for Andy. Thank you very much. Right now, I would like to call my cousin on stage. Looks very small, but the heart is very big. He's going to do some poetry. We call it Nazm in our native language. For which I call him on stage, Mr. Ahsan Sani. Hands for Ahsan Sani. Thank you very much. Like I said, he looks very small, but the heart is very big, mashallah. Sani, Ahsan Sani, welcome. Stage is yours. Bismillah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं कि आज हम यहाँ पे इकट्ठे हुए हैं अमानुल्लाह खान शहीद साहब की बरसी के मौका पर। ना सिर्फ अमानुल्लाह खान शहीद साहब बल्कि पिछले 77 ईयर्स में लाखों कश्मीरियों ने अपना नजराना दिया है सिर्फ कश्मीर की आज़ादी के लिए, और जितने भी गैर मुस्लिम ख़ास तौर पे इनके लिए कहूँगा कि उन्होंने कोशिश की है इस तहरीक को, आज़ादी की तहरीक को दबाने के लिए, लेकिन फिर भी ये तहरीक वैसे के वैसे जारी है और इंशाअल्लाह जब तक हमारे जिस्मों में जान बाकी है ये तहरीकें चलती रहेंगी और इंशाअल्लाह कश्मीर की आज़ादी तक हम लोग खामोश नहीं बैठेंगे और इस दुनिया के लिए और ख़ास तौर पे सलामती कौंसिल के जो जितने भी मेंबरान हैं उन सब के नाम एक नज़म और आप सब लोगों की नज़र के दुनिया के मुंसिफों कश्मीर की जलती वादी में कश्मीर की जलती वादी में बहते हुए खून का शोर सुनो। दुनिया के मुंसिफों, ए दुनिया के मुंसिफों, आज़ादी की फिजाओं में रहने वालों, इंसानों का हक भी तस्लीम करते हो और कश्मीर में जुल्म और सितम करते हो जो उनके लिए ना कोई हद सितम रखते हो। अब चाहे हमारे घर ना रहे या जिस्मों पे अपने सर ना रहे, हम फिर भी कहेंगे आज़ादी आज़ादी, हम लेके रहेंगे आज़ादी। ए दुनिया के मुंसिफों सलामती के ज़ामिनों, ए दुनिया के मुंसिफों सलामती के ज़ामिनों, माँ के सामने तड़प तड़प के है बेटा मरा, भाइयों के सामने तार तार बहनों की रिदा, खून में तार पत्ता पत्ता बूटा बूटा, अब कश्मीर का जर्रा जर्रा ये बोल पड़ा, आज़ादी की ये फजा देखो, धरती की ये वफा देखो। ए दुनिया के ज़ामिनों सलामती के ज़ामिनों, कश्मीर की जलती वादी में, कश्मीर की जलती वादी में बहते हुए खून का शोर सुनो, बहते हुए खून का शोर सुनो। और आखिर में इस शेर के साथ इजाजत के, दूध मांगोगे तो खीर देंगे, दूध मांगोगे तो खीर देंगे, कश्मीर मांगोगे तो चीर देंगे। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।
Sorry. Thank you. I was just, 1 second of attention, please. I was just making sure that the food later is going to be okay for all of you. So I was thinking about you, okay? So forgive my 2 minutes of lateness. Thank you very much. Right now, 1 second, please. Let me... Okay, I would like to have a minute of silence. Thank you very much. Okay, some loving and hugging. I like that. Thank you very much. I'd like to call the gentleman on stage that has traveled loads of miles, kilometers, from Bolton, UK. Shakil Jarrah Saab, please share your views with us. Thank you. Shakil Jarrah Saab.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's good to read some poetry in Urdu actually. نثار میں تیری گلیوں کے وطن کے جہاں چلی ہے رسم کہ کوئی نہ سر اٹھا کے چلے، جو کوئی چاہنے والا تیرے طواف کو نکلے، نظر چرا کے چلے، جسم و جان بچا کے چلے. First of all, I'm very grateful and thankful to Mushtaq Diwan Saab for having me here, and the wonderful young man, Nakash Mushtaq, the president of Europe chapter of Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front, Mr. Tanveer Chaudhary Saab, and the chief finance secretary, Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front, Mushtaq Diwan once again, my brother, General Secretary, Europe Zone, Ishfaq Kamar, Masoud Mir, Organizer, Belgium, Europe Zone, Shabir Jiral Saab. Thank you very much for having me here today. We are gathered here today to pay a rich tribute to a man who has fought whole his life for the self-respect, for the prosperity for the human rights, for the justice, and above all, for the national liberation of his motherland, Jammu Kashmir, Mr. Amanullah Khan. And I feel lucky that once I was a part of his team when I was a student back home in Jammu Kashmir. And believe me, I never saw more honest man than him. I remember that he was living in a headquarters of Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front, the office we had at that time. And the party was paying for the rent and for the bills of that office. And Amanullah Khan was paying for his food and for his rent from his own pocket. He said that because I am using this space to sleep at night and I am feeding myself from the kitchen of the party, so I have to pay all these expenses from my own pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful crowd today from different ethnicities. What is Jammu Kashmir issue? People living in the West, it's not their mistake, it's not your mistake. Probably it's our mistake, it's my mistake, that the West always says that Jammu Kashmir is the issue between India and Pakistan. No, it's not true. Because when there was no Pakistan, when there was no today's India, we were there. We were on the map of the universe. We were there on this planet with the name of Jammu Kashmir. When the British were the rulers of subcontinent, and sorry to say, but this is a harsh truth, that Indian were the slaves of the Britishers. The people of Jammu Kashmir and the state of Jammu Kashmir was a sovereign country. And we were sitting on the same table with the same status with the British. But when after Second World War, British Empire has to quit and leave the subcontinent, the newly born countries, India and Pakistan, they try to invade or they try to digest as much as the area and the states of the princely states of the subcontinent. And Kashmir was one of them, that Pakistan invaded Jammu Kashmir on 22nd of October 1947, and India also sent her armies in Kashmir on 27th of October 1947. At that time, we were a sovereign nation, and West probably West doesn't know that. When India and Pakistan divided my country, and one part is under Indian occupation now, and one is under Pakistani occupation, and thousands families are divided for 7 decades. When I was in university, and once I had a chance to go on the ceasefire line, which is called LOC by Pakistan and India, line of control, and I saw father is on the one side of the river and the daughter is getting married on the other side of the river. He cannot cross the river because on the other side is occupied by the India. He is on the Pakistani side of Jammu Kashmir. Brother is on the one side, standing and waving, and the sister is on the other side. For 7 decades, we are suffering. We are no lesser children of the God. We are equal human beings. My sisters, my family, my brothers, my countrymen, they have same dreams as the Western people have. The West always ignore us because they have economic interest with India and Pakistan. What about 20 million Jammu Kashmir? What about the 20 million population of Jammu Kashmir? 40,000 women are half widows in Jammu Kashmir. They don't know their husbands, whether they are alive or dead. 100,000 children are orphans. Half a million, you can check these facts. Half a million people of Jammu Kashmir been killed by India and Pakistan since 1947. Half a million. Nobody speaks about Jammu Kashmir. We have other issues, you know. The European Union have an economic interest with India. They don't want to lose India. Oh, India is a big power. Pakistan, they don't want to lose the Pakistan. They have a strategic interest with the Pakistan. So what about Kashmiris? Are we lesser children of the God? No. We are same human beings. We are equal human beings. Why we are divided? And why we are occupied and nobody listen to us, nobody pay attention to us. And same rhetoric, same old rhetoric, I listened with my own ears, I saw with my own eyes in the British Parliament, in the European Union. When we go to these member of parliaments, when we go to the foreign office, they tell us, oh yes, we will tell India and Pakistan to sit on the table and bloody decide about the fate of Jammu Kashmir. Is it logical that that the countries who are occupiers, who have invaded my country, you are telling those invaders, those occupiers, to decide my future? I am the victim. Those are the oppressors. You are telling the oppressors to decide the fate of oppressed people. Is it logical? Here in West, I had a cat, you know, she died. And one of my friends said that, oh, be nice to cat, you know, because, and I should be nice. I love I love animals. I'm an animal lover. She said that if you know, somebody will complain that you are not nice, you're not looking after your cat properly, you will be in trouble. So I was thinking that 10 years ago, one grandfather is traveling with his 5 years old grandson. Grandfather was killed, shot dead in the daylight by the Indian Army. And the grandson was sitting on the chest of the grandfather. You can see that picture on the Google. 18 months old Hibba was shot in the eye. She is blind now. Is she not a human being? What is her future now? Tell me. Kashmiris are the most loving, peaceful population on this planet. We do not hate anybody on the basis of the religion, race, or anything, ethnicity, gender. Our leaders told us that we want to found a society where there will be no racism, there will be no hatred, there will be no discrimination on the basis of religion, race, creed, or gender. But the West has to remember us. I'm here to tell us that Jammu Kashmir, the people of Jammu Kashmir, wants attention from the civil society living in the European Union and in the West. You guys can pressurize your governments. You can tell your MPs, you can tell your member parliaments and the councillors and the mayors that shut up. Don't say that this is a dispute between India and Pakistan. It's not a border dispute. This sovereign country, Jammu Kashmir, was invaded by India and Pakistan. Let the Kashmiris decide their future. We are same and equal human beings. We need your support. That's what our leaders told us. And believe me, if you help us, we will achieve our freedom easily. But if anybody thinks that Kashmiris will quit this movement, Kashmiris will give up, no, we won't give up. We will not quit because we have lost so much that it is impossible for us to quit now. We will continue our freedom for our national independence, and we want to win back our freedom no matter what and what may come. Ladies and gentlemen, Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front is a secular political party struggling for the complete independence of 20 million people, 85,000 square mile area, 1,000 years old history. We want a secular, united, unified Jammu Kashmir, and that is what Amanullah Khan told us. That is what our chairman Yasin Malik, who been sentenced by the Indian government for 50 years. For 50 years. And you know what? Yasin Malik is betrayed by the European Union and the US and the UK. When Yasin Malik was a militant. Yes, everybody knows. You can Google it. Yasin Malik was a militant. He was captured, and the European Union guys and the Foreign Office from the UK and the State Departments and the Civil Society of India went to his house. They convinced him, they begged him, they requested him to leave the gun and start non-violence movement. And we will support you. We will convince India, we will convince the world that they will provide you a political space. Because brother will help me. This is very important, ladies and gentlemen. Yasin Malik, the chairman of Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front, he was a militant. He was convinced by the European Union ambassadors. You can see, you can Google it, you can see the pictures sitting. They were sitting in his one-room house, and they was convincing him, they was telling him stories that, okay, leave the gun and we will ensure that you will be given the political space for non-violence movement. He did that. He lost his 600 comrades after leaving the gun. Pakistani proxies, Indian army killed his 600 comrades because he left the gun. And now, after 30 years, European Union, UK and US, they are silent. India is trying him on the same old cases. They sentenced him for 50 years in the Tihar jail, the same jail over Maqbool Bhatt. He was hanged and he is buried in the jail. Even after that, he is in prison. Maqbool Bhatt, 1984, was hanged and buried in the jail. He's still in the prison. His body is still in the prison. And now in the same jail, our chairman, Mr. Yasin Malik, who is a leader of the movement, who is leading a non-violence movement on the promises made by the European Union, on the assurances made by the European Union and the UK and US and the Indian civil society. He is facing the consequences of those false promises. He is betrayed by the European Union. On their request, he left the gun. He started non-violence movement. Now India has imprisoned him for 50 years in the prison. He didn't see his little girl nearly 10 years now. He didn't see his wife for 10 years now. He's in a solitary confinement in the Tihar jail. And now the Indian government is going to try him for the death penalty. India is seeking death penalty for the Mr. Yasin Malik. For what? I'm asking you guys, request you guys, living in a privileged society, living in a democratic and secular countries, please help us. Please tell your governments, wherever you go, tell these guys that this is not an issue between India and Pakistan. This is an issue of 20 million people of Jammu Kashmir. They want a peaceful, united, secular, unified, democratic Jammu Kashmir, and it was a sovereign country, and the people of Jammu Kashmir want their freedom back. Thank you very much.
Yes, it's me again, sorry. Thank you very much, Shakir Saab, for coming so far from Bolton, from the UK. Like I said, we still love you after Brexit. You have shared us so much more information, even some of us didn't know. The main message is, even if you are a Kashmiri person, or even if you are a non-Kashmiri person, you need to know that whatever is happening is reality. It might take a lot of effort and a lot of emotion, and the way of explaining might be sometimes not understandable. But when we talk about something we are so emotional about, we sometimes get overwhelmed. We sometimes lose our words. We sometimes lose our temper, which is normal, because we are all human beings with feelings, with human rights, and for that, we will fight all together. Thank you, Shakir Saab from Manchester. Bolton, sorry. Clap, clap, clap. Don't worry, the time is almost near. The food is getting ready. I'm smelling chicken tandoori already. Be ready, bear with me. Thank you, thank you. Claps for the kitchen team, please. They're getting food ready. Yeah. I would like to call my handsome brother who flew from Finland to share some words. Muad, marhaba, bismillah, pasila, bismillah, Allah yahfadhak, shukran. Marhaba, Muad. Mr. 1 second, please. Muad, pasila, Shahzad Chaudhry. I'm sorry, brother, I'm sorry. Claps for you, I forgot your name. Sorry, forgive me. Claps for Shahzad Chaudhry. Sorry. In front of everybody, I do apologize. Thank you very much. Share with us. Thank you.
You had a long list.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I will start, as he said, with a short poem, but that's in our local language, and then I'll share a few words with you guys. करियो मंजर जिगरस जाए चुनो माए माशानी भूलाऊं कैसे मनाजिर तेरी बहारों के मेरे वतन. You can also say it means my country. मेरे वतन मेरे वतन मेरे वतन मेरे वतन मेरे वतन तेरी जन्नत में आएंगे एक दिन सितम शियारों से तुझको छुड़ाएंगे एक दिन शगुफ्तगी ये गुले नस्तरन नहीं भूले शगुफ्तगी ये गुले नस्तरन नहीं भूले हसीन फूलों की वो अंजुमन नहीं भूले हसीन फूलों की वो अंजुमन नहीं भूले तेरी बहारों में फिर मुस्कुराएंगे हम तेरी बहारों में फिर मुस्कुराएंगे हम मेरे वतन तेरी जन्नत में आएंगे हम जहाद हक के लिए कर रहे हैं तैयारी दिखाएंगे सफ़े दुश्मन को शान कहारी तेरी फजाओं में कलियां खिलाएंगे एक दिन तेरी फजाओं में कलियां खिलाएंगे एक दिन करियो मंजर जिगरस जाए चुनो माए माशानी. Thank you so much. I just have a very few sentences about some figures about Kashmir, but I want to start with, as Nakash said, I came from Finland. How many of you know, maybe some from you knows that Finnish passport is considered to be one of the strongest passports in the world. If you have a Finnish passport, you can go to about 193 countries of this world without requiring any visa. You have visa-free entry for 193 countries. So with a Finnish passport, I can go to 193 countries of this world. The only place I cannot go is my own homeland, my own motherland, because it is occupied by the so-called world's largest democracy, India. The world's largest democracy, the so-called, it has occupied my country and it would not allow me to go there. It would not allow me to go to my own homeland. Imagine this. You are not allowed to go to your own home, to your own people, to your own land, to the land of your ancestors. So this is what Kashmir issue is. It is not the issue about a piece of land. For the occupying countries, it definitely is about the piece of land. It is called a golden sparrow because of its mountains, because of its waters. All the rivers that go to India, and both India and Pakistan, and both are very big agriculture countries, by the way. All the rivers that go to India and Pakistan, they all go and they all start from Kashmir. They all start from the mountains and from the glaciers of the Kashmir. That's why it is this mountain, beautiful land is called the paradise on earth for a reason. It's very beautiful, but the beauty of it is stained. It's stained with blood by the oppressors. So we are here all together here in this cause today to acknowledge the efforts and the work done by late Amanullah Khan, our leader, and by other martyrs who have given their blood to this cause. What we can do, what I can do as a Kashmiri is to unite my own people, to lead and to lead my own case with my own voice, with my own struggle. And what you can do as non-Kashmiris, you are all friends of Kashmir. That's why you are here. You might be friends of Nakash, but you are all friends of Kashmir because you knew that is the discussion topic of today, and that brought you here. That means you have done your first step. The next step is to educate yourself about the cause, to know for yourself. Go to internet, search it, Google it, and you will know that there is a big oppression in this part of the world, and we have to play our role in convincing our political leadership. We have to play our role in convincing our fellow human beings, peace-loving human beings. We have to play our role to convince them to fight for this cause, to come out along with other justified causes of the world, the Palestinian cause, the Chechenian cause, the crimes in China and other parts of the world. This is one of the oldest disputes. If you don't know, Kashmir is one of the oldest disputes on the United Nations Security Council. That still needs to be resolved. So there is a Security Council in the United Nations. Its purpose is to resolve issues, and the oldest cause is the Kashmir issue. We have been oppressed by 600,000 army personnel by Indian Army. And the same is the case on the other parts of. And it is also occupied not only by India and Pakistan, but China as well. So using this stage, my fellow human beings, all peace-loving human beings, I urge you all to educate yourself, to educate your children, to educate your fellow human beings, and raise your voice and help Kashmir cause. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Now, from my personal perspective, I've been longing to hear the beautiful voice of the Europe Zone President, Tanveer Chaudhry Saab. Please, from Finland, the stage is yours. Thank you.
As you know, my colleagues, my friends, my fellows, and human rights activists, they talk about Kashmir, they talk about JKLF, they raise many questions and leave for you, you can answer that. I have to talk with my own language also, because many people, they want to hear from this. आज हम जिस आदमी का 8वीं बरसी बना रहे हैं, उसका नाम कायदे तारीख अमानुल्लाह खान। अमानुल्लाह खान ने जम्मू कश्मीर लिबरेशन फ्रंट को बनाया और उसके बानी हैं, और मुश्किल हालात में अमानुल्लाह खान ने इस तहरीक आज़ादी जम्मू कश्मीर को जारी रखा और आखिरी दम तक वो इसके लिए दिन रात कोशिश करते रहे, और हम भी आज उस काज को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। तो मैं आप लोगों का जो इसमें आज उसकी 8वीं बरसी में यहाँ पर कोतरक में शरीक हैं, तो मैं स्टेज पर बैठे हुए जनाब हमारे यहाँ के प्रेसिडेंट मुश्ताक दीवान साहब, जनाब शकील जलाल साहब जो जनरल सेक्रेटरी हैं जम्मू कश्मीर लिबरेशन फ्रंट यूके जोन के, मसूद मीर साहब, और ह्यूमन राइट्स सेक्रेटरी जनाब एंडी, who speak very good. I love and his word what he said about the United Independent Kashmir. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about someone very important, Mr. Amanullah Khan and his party Jammu Kashmir Liberation Front called as JKLF. Amanullah Khan was born in Gilgit-Baltistan on August 24, 1934. He cared deeply about education and fought for the freedom of the state of Jammu Kashmir. Even though he faced challenges like being in prison, he never gave up on his dream. As you know, he was also in prison in Belgium in 1983. In 1977, when in 1976 he was in UK, in Birmingham, UK, Amanullah Khan started JKLF with the support of people from Mirpur in Britain. JKLF grew quickly. They set up branches in many countries, including Pakistan, Denmark, Holland, Germany, France, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates, and the United States. Today, we remember Amanullah Khan and his dedication to the cause. Let's carry on his legacy by standing up for the justice and freedom in Jammu Kashmir. In the beautiful heaven named the state of Jammu Kashmir, there is a big problem between India and Pakistan. It's been going on for a long time and it's made life hard for the people there. But we think it's time to find a solution that works for everyone. We believe that if India, Pakistan and Kashmir talk things out, pull back their soldiers and create place for peace and trade, it could be good for everyone. That way, they can stop fighting and start building a better future together. The Kashmir conflict has cost India and Pakistan a lot of money. In 2020, they spent over $64 billion of a military stuff, according to a report. But if they solve the conflict, they can use this money for better things like schools, hospitals, and making life better for people. They could lead to more jobs, better living conditions, and happier lives for everyone in the region. Turning Jammu and Kashmir into an economic zone would open up chance for trade, investment, and tourism. Because of its great location, it could become a perfect place for trade between Central Asia, South Asia, and the Middle East. This would bring in money make new jobs and help the economy grow in the area. Creating world peace parks in Jammu and Kashmir would help tourism, protect the environment, and encourage cultural sharing with its stunning landscape like the Himalayas and the Valley of Kashmir. The region is a treasure. These peace parks would keep these natural wonders safe for our kids and grandkids. Plus, they would be great for eco-tourism and sharing culture between people. If India and Pakistan find peace, they can tackle their common problems like poverty, climate change, and economic unfairness. By teaming up, they can use their strengths to solve these issues better. Also, connecting people and sharing culture can help them understand each other more, leading to the less tension and more peace between the nations. Ladies and gentlemen, finding peace would give the people of Jammu and Kashmir the freedom to decide their own future. They have suffered a lot because of the conflict, and it's time to respect their wishes and let them have to say in what happens next. This way, they can rebuild their lives with dignity and hope for a better tomorrow. To resolve the Kashmir conflict and build a brighter future, we propose the following step as our acting chairman, Raja Muzaffar said. Number one, India and Pakistan should talk and agree to withdraw their troops from Jammu and Kashmir. Number two, set up a temporary government to help the people of Jammu and Kashmir region control over their land. Number three, turn Jammu and Kashmir into a place for trade, investment, and tourism, offering benefit for encourage growth. Number four, create World Peace Park to boost tourism, protect the environment, and encourage culture exchange. Number five, encourage friendship and understanding between people from India, Pakistan, and the rest of the world through cultural program and connections. By taking these steps, we can move closer to peace, prosperity, and harmony, and everyone involved. Solving the Kashmir conflict is not just the right thing to do, it's also good for everyone. If India, Pakistan, and Kashmir, in order to do something together, they can make life better for their people, boost their economies, and share their culture. Plus, they would show the world how to solve big problems peacefully. Let's grab this chance and work together for a peaceful future that helps us all. Thanks. Thank you for your listening and your patience. And now I think I am not between you and beautiful food what Nikash serving for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for bearing with me. I'd like to have the last 2 minutes of silence. First of all, to congratulate everybody here in the hall, not only the speakers, not only the public, not only the people working in the kitchen or the ones who prepared the hall. The main goal of the event stays unity and identity of thyself and thy neighbor. Love and harmony. Without love and harmony, we cannot go forward. Love and harmony and humanity goes beyond colors and beyond religions. We need, if you pick something in mind, you go home and you remember one thing in your mind is, do not forget who you are, do not forget who your ancestors were, and always be proud of it. Wherever you are from, be proud of yourself. I'd like you to give a big applause to everybody who assisted, who came to this event. Big applause for all of you. Big applause. No, come on. Thank you very much. You know, I just talked about a bit getting overwhelmed and emotional. You know, that's it. That's what happens. Yes, sir. شنو حبيبي؟ دقيقة أنا نقول لك استنى شوي يا حبيبي أنا معاك ما في مشكلة والله دائما أنا معاك ما في مشكلة. Today we have been gathered. You've given your precious time, your Saturday evening, which you could spend in any way you wanted. I'd like to congratulate you and thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on my invitation, listening to the cause, and whenever there is a different cause of humanity, we or myself, Nakas Mushtaq, will be standing next to you shoulder to shoulder. We have to look everywhere in the world. Whatever is happening in Palestine cannot be unseen. If we think that we are powerless, stop with that. You have more power than you think. You are stronger than you are. Just look in yourself. You know, and every day people, they get bored of those posts. They get bored of those videos. But whatever is happening in Palestine, in Sudan, in Ethiopia, in any world, any place of the world, maybe I cannot name them, but you know what I'm trying to say. The least we can do is stand up, post a video, share a video, talk about it. Sometimes I go with friends, you know, I zip a lot of friends. If I love you, I make time for you, it's because I really like you. Otherwise, I would not do it. If sometimes I'm sitting on a table in a place and some people tells me, hey, don't talk about that subject, I'm fed up with that. Me, as a man, you cannot stand up and listen to a person's agony, a person's problem. So many people come to our shop. Our shop is more like, we not only have a shop, we have a living room vibe. We love you, you love us. It's a unity. If we listen to you, the least we should listen to each other, because that is called being human. So always be yourself. Once again, I'd like to thank you very much for everybody. Make noise, come on! I was getting overwhelmed, you know, thank you for that. Right, opening that door, which means the food is ready. Alhamdulillah. But before we go to the food, I'll tell you we'll do it in segments, because alhamdulillah, mashallah, we're a lot of people and we don't want to fight for the food. So we'll do table by table. Okay? Thank you very much. Give me 1 second, I need to conclude. You bear with me. So we had the last meeting. Thank you for waiting. Buddy, please, my father will thank you again, and then we will do a little prayer to thank the Almighty for the food which is presented to us, which is a luxury to us, but not to all the people. Bismillah.
मैं आप सबका
A minute of silence, please. Thank you.
Sorry. मैं आप सबका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ कि आप लोगों ने अपना कीमती वक्त निकाल के तो आप यहाँ आए, हमारे काउज को सुना, उसको समझा, और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि अल्लाह ताला जो है कि हम सबको इसको समझकर और इस पर अमल करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए। और हम चाहते हैं कि आप हमारे साथ तावन करें ताकि हम एक खुद मुख्तार रियासत को बना सकें। तो अभी हम हमारे अपने शुदा के लिए हम दुआ करते हैं कि अल्लाह ताला हमें उनको जिन्होंने अपनी जानें कुर्बान की हैं, अल्लाह ताला उनके दर्जात बुलंद फरमाए। आमीन। एक दफ़ा सूरत फातिहा और 3 दफ़ा सूरत इखलास पढ़ के मिलत करें तो इंशाअल्लाह फिर जो है कि आगे बढ़ते हैं।
Even if you don't know, just raise your hands.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन अर्रहमानिर्रहीम मालिकि यौमिद्दीन इय्याका नअबुदु व इय्याका नस्तईन इहदिनस सिरातल मुस्तकीम सिरातल लज़ीना अनअमता अलैहिम गैरिल मग़दूबि अलैहिम वलद्दॉलीन आमीन। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम कुल हुवल्लाहु अहद अल्लाहुस समद लम यलिद व लम यूलद व लम यकुल लहू कुफुवन अहद। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम कुल हुवल्लाहु अहद अल्लाहुस समद लम यलिद व लम यूलद व लम यकुल लहू कुफुवन अहद। बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम कुल हुवल्लाहु अहद अल्लाहुस समद लम यलिद व लम यूलद व लम यकुल लहू कुफुवन अहद। या अल्लाह पाक जो पढ़ा गया इसमें कोई गलती को माफ़ फरमा, या अल्लाह द सवाब हमारे शुदाए कश्मीर को या अल्लाह उनके दर्जात बुलंद फरमा और उनके दर्जात बुलंद फरमा और उन्हें जन्नत और फिरदौस में जगह अता फरमा और हमें उस काज पर काम करने की तौफीक अता फरमा और जब तक उस तक हम अपनी आज़ादी तक पहुँच सकें। आमीन सुमा।
Thank you. It was good. Okay, so first, 1 second please. Please stay seated. Thank you. No rushing. Thank you very much. The food is ready? Okay. The people standing on these tables, only these people can start moving to the hall. Muad, tu peux bouger là-bas de la salle. Please, Mohammed, avance. Mohammed, he will represent. Yeah, صاحبي the sound man. He's on here. Subhanallah. So I will call you one by one. Don't worry, there's enough food. Don't worry. Muchas gracias, frate. Thank you very much. Big hands for my brother from Romania. He came all the way to listen to our words. Thank you very much. Thank you. Big up for Mirza Imran Bey, came all the way from Brussels to film everything, document. He's been going live since the first minute. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank everybody of my lovely people. I cannot name you all, otherwise we'll be here till the morning. Tom, Renita with the family, Philip group, thank you very much. Judith, Idrin, Chechen boys, Palestine, Morocco, everybody, thank you very much. Thank you. Clap for you. And now I want to congratulate a person who's here out of support, but he can't speak English, neither Dutch, neither my language. Ahora yo quiero felicitar a mi hermano que viene de Colombia. Esté aquí desde el primer minuto, desde ahora, pero no entiendo una palabra que hablamos aquí. Pero muchísimas gracias, hermano de Colombia, por estar aquí. ¡Gracias! This is brotherhood, because this guy, James, no entiende el irlandés, ¿no? O no inglés suficiente, ¿no? Poquito. This guy, this brother is here because I invited him and he said, if it's for your country, for the pain of your people, it doesn't matter, I understand it. I will be standing next to you. Muchísimas gracias, hermano, por la vida. Gracias. And in Colombian slang, we say, gracias, parcero. Gracias, la próxima. Una copa para después. Thank you. Now stay seated. You can talk a little bit with each other, drink some water. I'll call you for the food. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Gracias. Shukran bzaf. Allah ma'ak. Shukran. I forgot one thing. If anybody, please stay seated. If anybody has a question about the Jammu Kashmir struggle or the identity, even in front of the people or afterwards, you can always ask me or anybody of these gentlemen. They will gladly respond to your questions. Thank you very much. please. This table can go to the room. Thank you, please. I will stay here, otherwise there'll be chaos. Thomas, put that down. No, okay. I'm going to put it on.
अच्छा ओके मैं अगर तू उधर ध्यान देना तो फिर मैं नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट ओके परफेक्ट ठीक है